Howdy guys, today I'm going to be talking about Yellowstone Season 5, Episodes 3 through 5. I'm not going to do the voice the whole time. So, mainly, I think these 3 episodes were okay, but it seems like the show's starting to lose its direction. Like, it's very, turning the wheels without going anywhere. The show's like on a treadmill. Because there's all these plots, but none of them really have like they never seem like they're going anywhere. Kind of like a soap opera. I'd say like this show is kind of a primetime soap opera, in the best ways and the worst ways. So Beth is, I mean, she's kind of my favorite character, because she's just so unhinged. It's entertaining to watch. But I feel like the show makes us want to like Beth as a person and want us to root for Beth, when that's not exactly where I am. Beth does this most outrageous shit and she never really receives any consequences for it. It's like, oh no, I have to do community service for punching a girl in the mouth or whatever she did. It's like, yeah, that's not legal, Beth. She just she does a bunch of unlikable things, but she never loses. Because she's Beth. I'm not Bethany. I'm a Dutton. I'm a Beth. It's like, who says that? I feel like the dialogue on this show is not the best. Sometimes Beth goes into these long, like, speeches that remind me of Vince Vaughn from True Detective. If real trail mix, then I'm a peanut, but you're allergic to peanuts. Stuff like that. So I think it's a little unrealistic how she always outsmarts people from these huge investment firms and lawyers and banks, but like we don't. It's just kind of strange how she keeps able to do that. Like the show's still fun to watch. It's still like very entertaining, but like I said, I feel like the plot's going in circles, and there's so much other shows on TV which are better now. And I know that's like there's so many shows on TV, so saying that isn't really fair. But there is a lot of competition. So just when you think Beth is going to face some consequences for her actions, like I said, she doesn't. She has to do some community service, and meanwhile, John is like the weirdest like power dynamic ever. So you know how he kind of has like his friends with benefits relationship with this lady half his age. I call her like Montana Bretta because she reminds me of Bretta from Community. Um, so Montana Bretta, if you remember from last season, has been arrested and now she's in jail. But he's like, it's okay. She could serve the rest of her sentence on house arrest. My house. How does that happen? How the fuck does that happen? Like, I get he's the governor and he has some power, but like they sleep together. And it's also weird because like he also tries to have this like fatherly relationship with her. So I really don't know where this is going. It's just kind of strange, and I feel like that would never happen in real life. So basically, meanwhile, Jamie picks Beth up from jail and she finds out that he has a son. And she's like, I can't believe you have a son. I mean, yeah, on Beth's part, Jamie's a bad person too. And her reaction honestly was pretty warranted this time. Because Jamie is kind of a piece of shit. But also so is Beth. I feel like sometimes he just torments him, where it's like not even funny to watch anymore. It's just like, okay, we get it. You hate him. We get it. And then she picks up, like, she gets a ride home from this complete stranger. Which is like, you know, for anybody watching, don't do that. Beth could handle herself. She's not a Bethany. She's a Beth. But yeah, like the season, I still like it. I know I'm knocking on it, but I feel like John Dutton as the governor kind of makes the show have lower stakes somehow because like he's in this huge position of political power now. So now the rivals could just write themselves out of whatever scenario they get in by being like, oh, he's the governor, he pulled some strings, you know? Though I do say probably my favorite scene from these three episodes is when John is comforting Monica about the pain of them losing a child. That was a beautifully acted scene between the two of them. I know I'm not a big Monica fan, but I actually feel for because of the whole losing the baby thing and John's like reacts like his comforting is so well written. I think that's the scene that redeems the episode for me. So yeah, let's move on to episode 5. So episode 5 was weird. So like Montana Bretta is now living with them and they're having this whole like family dinner and then she becomes this like very angry, preachy vegan. We don't like those people. I mean, okay, on one hand, if the Duttons knew that she was vegan, they probably should have prepared a meal for her. Or worst case scenario, she could have like ordered out or something, or like had them give it to her. So they're kind of in fault for that. But also, Montana Bretta's on fault for just like being a whole bitch about it. Like, they kill these animals. You're eating dead animals. Did I tell you you're eating dead animals? So then Beth like takes her outside and they start beating the fuck out of each other like it's WWE. It's so stupid. Like, oh, I'm so cool. I have a lot of dialogue that really means nothing. Like, Beth getting into a fight with everybody every episode is kind of getting old. Like, maybe they're, like, meta about this and it's a running gag, but I don't think they're that smart to write that. So the whole point of the episode was they're preparing for a ride so we could cattle stuff. That's the plot of this episode. I feel like they're, like, stretching the season out thin, you know? Like there's not enough meat on it, so they have to. Well, I mean, I'm sure Montana Brother would be happy about that, but there's not enough meat on it to warrant the whole season, so they just like take things painfully slow, kind of like the Mandalorian. Except at least this is a little bit entertaining compared to the Mandalorian. But yeah, I just feel like the first full seasons were stronger than this, especially like seasons 1 through 3. Full like 1 through 3 is amazing television. 4 is good television, and 5 is okay television. But like, if the show was always at this level of okay television quality, I probably wouldn't be watching it. The only reason I'm watching it now is because of the goodwill they gave me for the first 4 seasons, if you know what I mean. So let me know what you guys thought of episodes 3, 4, and 5 from season 5, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.